Good morning, everyone. Who here has checked their email today? Pretty much everybody. Okay. Who here's checking their email right now? No one? Okay. You're paying attention. I love it. And the reality is that technology is a huge part of our day-to-day lives. And for us on stage and all of you in the crowd, that's not a big deal. But it is a problem for people like Edna. This is Edna. And Edna's just like us in a lot of ways. She's trying to make her way in this world and provide for her and her family. Several years ago, Edna discovered her true passion. She loved to help others feel their best and knew she could do this by helping them look their best. Now Edna, she didn't come from a lot of money, so she knew she had to work hard and save $30,000 to make her dream a reality. And it took her 7 years, but she finally did it. She finally opened up enough to start a dream and open up her own beauty salon. Now Edna, this Edna in the picture, Edna right up there, she did not know that her business, her dream, would be the target of a cyber attack. And unfortunately, that's exactly what happened. A couple weeks right after her grand opening, she clicked a malicious link and downloaded ransomware. That Edna, right up there, just like that, lost everything that she worked so hard for. My name is Gabe, and I lead the community development team, the Carolina Cyber Network.
And my name is Jovan. I also help lead the community development team at the Carolina Cyber Network.
And we're just so sick and tired of hearing the same story of those just like Edna. And because of that, we've made it our mission to ensure that this doesn't happen to any other small business owners in North Carolina. And before we explain how we're going to do that, I'd like to introduce you to someone else. Meet Blurry Blake. It's not supposed to be blurry. You'll get there. Blake is a student at a Gaston Community College. He's a super bright kid. Technically, he's very smart. He's great with automation, coding, networking, the whole 9 yards. When it comes to technical skills, he can probably hold his own with a lot of us in this room. But Blake, he got a problem. And it's a problem that too many students have. He just couldn't communicate any of his skills. He would freeze up when he's talking about the projects he's working on, and he would struggle conveying technical topics in a way that a small business owner or even a hiring manager could understand. And that caused him to lose some confidence and doubt himself. And we all know that in today's job market, you know, the one where you need 2 years to have an entry-level job, you can't just be good. You have to be good and confident, good and communicative, good and be able to break down topics in ways that people like Edna can understand. You see, Blake, he had all the technical skills he needed to start, but he needed help with the soft skills, the workplace skills, the explain this in plain English skills. And because of that, there was a gap, and that was holding him back. So now, we have 2 problems. First, small business owners, just like Edna, they feel that cybersecurity is often too costly, too complex, or maybe it's just not for them. And second, students like Blake, while they have these amazing technical skill sets when they graduate, they're lacking the soft skills needed to truly thrive in the workplace. Now, I'm sure you're all wondering just how these 2 things connect. Well, they don't. No, I'm just kidding. Jovan's going to tell you how they connect.
So we realized that these 2 problems can actually help solve each other. And that realization led to the creation of the Cybersafe Communities Program. We realized that traditional cybersecurity outreach wasn't working. Big budget conferences weren't reaching the people who needed it most. Email campaigns weren't convincing them. And they certainly weren't teaching the students soft skills. So we tried something different. As we're a non-profit, we stopped chasing scale and started chasing community. Instead of building big events, we built local events, free events, designed for small business owners with little to no cybersecurity experience. And here's the key. We utilize students to do the work, killing 2 birds with 1 stone. Why? Because whether we admit it or not, there's some random universal law that the older generation just trusts younger folks with explaining things, also with technology. They grew up with it, they're already their family's help desk, and when a student explains something simply, it just lands differently. At every Cybersafe event, our students stand in front of real business owners, real chambers, real community leaders, and they teach. They teach phishing, they teach password hygiene, they teach scams, they teach stories, they share live demos, they answer questions on the spot. And for the students, it's transformative. Blake, that quiet Gaston student, delivered his first community presentation last spring. He was nervous, his hands were shaking, his voice was soft, but he did it, then he did it again. And then by his third event, he led the conversation, explaining vulnerabilities in simple language, helping business owners understand a real phishing attempt, walking them through practical fixes. And I'll never forget this moment. One business owner pulled him aside and said, "Thank you, it's helped me a lot." And that one simple sentence changed Blake's confidence forever. That's the power of connecting Edna's world and Blake's world together. And on top of that, he had such a great experience that he's back and he's training other students to do the same. So, in summary, students gain experience, confidence, and clarity. Small businesses gain protection, guidance, and trust, and communities become safer. That's Cybersafe. So, you might be wondering, what's the impact? It's still pretty early, but so far, here's what we've been able to accomplish. 75 small businesses educated, 24 students trained, 13 student-led cybersecurity assessments, and students have been able to use these events for their capstones, portfolios, and job interviews. And this is just the beginning. We have 2 events this week, including one today. Our vision is simple. Every small business in North Carolina protected, every student in North Carolina prepared. One community at a time, one event at a time, and one connection at a time.
Now, if you guys are anything like me, I know you're wondering, just how can I help? Well, thank you for asking. You security professionals, engineers, analysts, red teamers, professors, leaders, you play a huge role in making sure that another story like Edna's never happens again, and that every student like Blake is prepared for their opportunity. And there are 3 things that I want to ask you to consider. First, you can mentor a student. These students need role models. They need to hear from people who have been in the trenches and do exactly what they want to do in the future. People who can explain not just the what, but also the why and how to do things. People to show them that their dream is actually possible. You can help them build confidence, learn teamwork skills, build a plan for the job market, and just help them understand that there's a human side to cybersecurity. And if we're being honest, just one simple conversation with one of you can really change a student's outlook. And second, one more. You can get us connected with a small business. Did you know that 99.6% of all businesses in North Carolina are small businesses? And I'm willing to bet that you know at least a couple small business owners. That's a couple people that trust you, a couple people that need help, and they need simple, cost-affordable, and human-centered solutions. So connect them with us. Invite them to one of our events, or just point them towards basic but practical resources. And last, come support the community at one of our upcoming events. Your presence matters much more than you think. We've noticed that when security professionals take the time and show up to one of our events, the students, they feel a little bit more inspired. The small business owners, they're a little bit more engaging, and the community just feels a little bit of extra support. So come observe, volunteer, meet the students, give some feedback, help a business owner ask the right questions. Show up and you'll see firsthand the type of impact that we all can make to our local communities. And in fact, we actually have an event that Jovan mentioned earlier this Friday at Gaston Community College at 11 a.m. So we'd love to have you guys. And with your help, the next story, like Edna's, doesn't have to end the same way. And the next Blake, the next student, he can be prepared for when his opportunity comes. Small businesses are the backbones of North Carolina, so let's protect them. Students are the future of our workforce, so let's make sure they're prepared. Together, they can strengthen each other, which would strengthen each and every one of our communities. Now, I know this scary QR code on the screen is a little hard to trust for us security professionals, but I promise you, you can trust this one. Look, I'll scan it myself. We're good. If you're interested in helping out or just want to learn a little bit more about the Carolina Cyber Network, ways you can engage with us, please fill out the form. I'd love to take the time to talk to all of y'all after this, but unfortunately we have to go straight to Cleveland where we're doing, you guessed it, a Cybersafe event. But I want to thank you guys and take the last 4 minutes and 23 seconds for any questions you have.
What's your status in nonprofit or?
We are a nonprofit, yes. 501c3.
I own